Okay, so it's 4:32, which is 2:34. It's always this counting thing. Like we're in this countdown. There's always these countdown numbers going on, if you notice. Um, Anyways, this last night is as weird as any other fucking night. I swear to God. And this weird ass storm came out of nowhere. And I don't know. I mean, when it just keeps raining and raining and raining and raining for days and days and days, and all of a sudden it just turns into like this wind was just whipping the trees. It was freezing cold, and it just was pouring. Like my yard was flooding. It was like, fuck. And the rain was so loud you couldn't hear. But standing outside, I could hear, and it wasn't thunder. It was definitely crashing up there, a lot of crashing up in the sky, but it wasn't thunder, and it didn't roll and all that stuff. And it was, and I don't know if it's just, I have no idea. But so there was lots of loud crashing and stuff, and then there wasn't really any colors, but there was something else I was going to say about it that was coming into my head. I can't remember. It'll probably come to me. But anyways, it was really, really crazy. And then every time when there's something you think like, oh, okay, this is it. Let's just, have shit go down now. And, and it was scary too, because it was like, fuck. This is every time when the trees start going, man, fuck. It's the trees, when they start going, it's, oh. And so, but I just saw a video like in Chicago, I guess, or Michigan or something. The clouds are falling on the sky. And I've been seeing video after video after video of people finding clouds on the ground. And the news is saying the clouds are falling, and it looks like big spider webs are going everywhere, and there's spiders falling out of the sky. So I don't know if that big puff was spiders being released out of a big spider web, or what. But clouds don't fall out of the sky, and but all these chemicals and all this science experiment that's going on above our head. And I just saw a woman doing a video, and she was like very upset, and she said, "I don't know what's going on. This is my second person within a couple months that went into the hospital, should have come out easily and didn't come out." And because you gotta think, these are the Yahtzees running these fucking places. What did they do? What do they like to do? Oh, let's see what happens if we do that. And they got nothing to lose, because they're trying to wipe us out. You're just walking right into their hands going into those places. And I see video after video. People keep going. People keep going to the hospital all the time. And so, and I'm telling you, I am in such extreme pain. Even all night when I was just like, oh my fucking God. It was really, really bad all yesterday. And I kept trying to do yoga and do all this stuff. It's like, what is hurting so bad? It's mental. And yesterday, all day it was miserable. I felt like I couldn't even barely breathe. Everything hurts just to move a tiny bit. And so I was trying to do yoga. I was like trying to stretch, and I was like, fuck, I don't know what the hell. And so then I laid down, and I put on the Healing Tone 174, and I laid there and I started envisioning healing. And things were, I could feel, it was weird. And I could feel like a wave would go out and then go down. And I had done this with my eyes the other day, and I am telling you, I see a improvement. I'm going to start doing this all the time. I'm going to keep doing it and doing it. And so I kept envisioning, and then my mind would go off, and I'd be talking to it, like, and I'd have to pull back in. Oh yeah, wait, I'm focusing on this. And there was an energy that was going through with me, and I could feel it. It was trippy. And then at some point I got lost in the conversation and fell asleep. And so I didn't complete the whole thing. And all night long, my joints and stuff were hurting so bad. Like, you can't lay for even a second. Like, you couldn't lay like this for a second. And all of a sudden, it's like, oh my God, it will wake you up. It is so painful. It's like, oh my God, what am I supposed to just lay here and not move or not put my arms out? Like, oh my gosh. And so I would wake up every few minutes. And then plus I have this whole awareness that I'm talking all night. I'm talking and talking and talking. And so, and I'm talking about my pain, and I'm talking about, why is this hurt, and what am I supposed to do? And I don't remember all of the stuff, but magnesium keeps coming in my head. So then I'm like, okay, so maybe I have a magnesium shortage. But the thing that I'm getting, the point of it that I want to say is, I think what some of our foods, some of the things they're putting in our foods or drinks or something, maybe even stuff in the air and in our water, does something inside of us to fuck up the minerals and stuff. So it's like that's why like all those people are needing all these different minerals and stuff. Something with the food is removing them from the stuff that we need. And so then I was like, okay, so that would cause like connective tissue damage. It cause all this shorting out and stuff. So whatever they're doing in there, they're causing all of these problems, like so many things. I can't believe how everything can hurt. And so then I'm just like, fuck, and I keep asking him, like, how, what do I do? How do I heal? I'm gonna try the magnesium, and I don't know if it is that it's, some of this stuff I got experience, so I talk about it. And so I'm gonna try the magnesium and see if I can get the joint thing to stop hurting. And then it's like, fuck, you can't. But there's so much weird stuff going on inside my body that is so different. Whatever is happening, it's weird. And so I know that there's things shifting, and it's weird because it's like, it's our consciousness, it's really shifting. But in our consciousness shifting, it creates the connection and disconnection in the reality. And so the observer that is in the incarnation, that is in the experience, it changes their perception. And so I don't know if it is something, and I don't know if it's something we're all just going to go through as, if it is the poisoning. Like, I don't know. I just know I'm going through it. And, I feel like I'm a, fucking Camp Lejeune or something like that. I feel like it's a very contained situation. What was that too? Because the Strip is just the same as like a 15-minute city. That's what they want to have it down to. It's like, probably fucking the same in all these places, Venezuela and stuff. They have a very small contained area, and they can turn off the water, turn off the power, shut the roads down. And I never had noticed that. Like, I don't even know. Like, I know in big cities, it's always a frustration. In the bigger the city, I'm sure, it is, and they know how to block off the roads. They're always working here, working there, and then you're always going around and going on all these other roads. And it's like they know how to block off all our routes. So they do it all summer, I swear to God, just to frustrate us. And, like, why enjoy the sunshine? Why be outside enjoying anything? Just be frustrated and angry. And every fucking place you're trying to get, there's road construction here, road construction there, which is all a part of this fucking ridiculous habitat containment center that they're trying to keep going, like the Flintstones, because these fucking roads is obsolete bullshit. Like, we don't need to be on the roads. We don't need to be gouging up the land. We don't need to be running over animals. None of that shit. Like, I don't know what it's going to be like when we start going up and we're flying around. I don't know if we're going to be hitting into birds or something, or if we're going to be, maybe we put out, like how I've seen, like when I'll watch the bugs flying around the spider webs, and I think that they're going to fly into it. And I want to see what the spider does, because they're making these webs, like making the net every day and then hanging it. Right now, there's no spiders out. The weather's so bad, and I don't know if they've died. It's been so cold. So I'll watch them, And it's like that they can't get, like, I don't know how they ever catch them, because to me it must be some sort of a vibration that as their wings they can feel as it gets up. They've, even though it's not as a dense thing, they can feel it and they go the other way. It's like a sensor. So I don't know how the fucking spiders ever catch anything, seriously. Well, they sometimes catch bees and stuff, and then it's a battle. Ugh, that's a horrible thing too. And so I don't know. It's gonna be something like that with the cars that we would be in, and they would have some sort of a deterrent. The birds would sense it and fly around them. But whatever it would be going into something that would be more harmonious with the planet and more, because we're going into a harmonious time. So it's not going to be like, this is just, there's so much ridiculousness just because the people in control want it that way. Like, it's going perfectly how they want it. It just is, coming to the surface that what they want is not good for us. It's good for them, but it's not good for us. And so then we have to go like, well, fuck, I want a life that's good for me. And I want to, what's good for me? Like, how do I want to live? Where do I want to live? Like, this is bullshit. Do I even need to go to work like this? Like, I fucking go to work every day and I don't even get to be in this expensive ass house. Like, I'm hearing people say that people are making like $50 an hour and stuff can't make it. And, but see, that is where people need to start cutting shit out of their lives. They got to start seeing like, okay, well, I'm not paying this fucking $2,500 a month house payment anymore. Fucking let them fight me for it. I mean, they do such wackadoo shit. This video, this is off the news. This woman, this old woman, she's old as fuck. She lives in this little house, and she has a disabled old husband, and the fucking city show up and say they have to do some bullshit in her yard and just go up and just fucking fuck up all her whole front yard, just dig it up, and they'll leave a big old fucking just compacted truck tire mess, I mean, it was ridiculous. And then, like, that's not bad enough. Then she goes in and tries to go to the bathroom, and the toilet won't flush. So she goes to the next toilet, the toilet won't flush. So then she has to call out the thing, and she had to pay to have all of they had come out and busted up her fucking pipes, and then she had to pay and have somebody else come out, and she had to pay like $2,500. She had to go to a hotel that night. I didn't even hear all this stuff. It was just like, oh my God, this fucking nonsense. It's so aggravating. And it just is nonstop. I mean, this is nonstop. And that is in each person's orbit, This is outside of my orbit. I'm just watching the energy. I'm watching, and it's definitely getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and every fucking time, I just am mind blown. Like yesterday, I just saw the guy live in LA. I saw the Times Square guy. I see him live all the time when I go on there. And it just seems like everything's just going around. I saw, last night before I went to bed, I saw some live with just some girls in a dance contest out there doing some kind of country dance in these Daisy Duke shorts. And all the people, it was like, okay, the bar scene just keeps going. Everything just keeps going and going and going. Like, it's weird because I'm just like watching them dance. And like, you see these other people, who are crying, who can't even sleep. They're falling apart over what's going on in the strip. And then you see these other people out just oblivious, just out dancing and not giving a shit about what's going on in the world. And so it's like these energies, it's so you still have this huge amount of people who are just oblivious. And it's like, you got to know that there's shit going on. You're just choosing to look the other way because you don't want to feel bad, you don't want to think about it, or whatever the case may be. It's your soul, it's your lessons, it's your stuff. I don't know. And so, but that's going to be a part of the awakening where you're not going to get a look away. That's why you can see why when you think about like, shit, things are so bad, how can they keep fucking going? This is why. Because people just look away. They accept abuse. They don't want to feel bad. I just want to get to that party. It's like this superficial, shallow side of them. And it's not a deep depth to it. It's not a spiritual thing. It's obvious, that disconnect. The girl, because this right here, like the girl, Steve, she is doing so many videos. She's got so many people. And I don't go in and read all the comments and stuff. I don't know where everybody's coming out with this. I'm just like blown away how people are so freaked out about stuff that is not weird. And they're all so like, can you believe it? It's so weird. It's so weird. And it's like, God damn, you guys. Like, what do you think? Like, what do you think life is all about? Today I left her a comment and I said, if you're seriously so tripped out by all this stuff, you really need to look more into reincarnation. And this is a teacher. You know, this is somebody who you think is like all educated. They're out there teaching our kids and stuff. But this is what I'm saying. People are not well-rounded and shit. People don't go look at, oh, no, that's weird. I mean, I still hear people say, oh, yeah, that's woo. That's way woo-woo. Oh, that's woo-woo shit. It's like, what? What in the hell, childish? Do you go use your pee-pee to go doo-doo and woo-woo and wee? It's like, what in the fucking child talk are we talking? Like, the spiritual realm, the spiritual world is your real world. That's the real world. I don't know what in the woo-woo, poo-poo, pee-pee thing you got going on, but it is, it's time to grow up and get with the program. And but to just sit there and be like, you know, I'm very well educated, but this is really fucking freaking me out. Like, is like, dude, how well educated are you? If fucking this shit is freaking you out, it's like it's so fucking. But to me, you know, she's waking a lot of people up about the spiritual side of what's real and stuff. Because I mean, just like all these people out doing the ayahuasca is their entry gateway to the heavens or something, is they don't understand spirituality. They don't understand about reincarnation. And crazy enough, now reincarnation is coming out as the scientists now are explaining it as, yeah, you've all lived probably thousands, if not millions of lives. And that it is something about the quantum, something of like whatever they are studying. I'm basing it on, you know, my soul talking to me. So, yeah, now the science will come out. So now, you know, that's when people can, well, I guess it must be true. The scientists said it's true, so it must be. I was like, okay, well, now you get a new focus. So anyways, but yeah, you should look into spiritual stuff. Like, and this girl, she was totally tripping out, is Steve, which, you know, they've never been in love. They don't have a crush on each other. They aren't brother and sister and all that stuff. But so people were asking, what's your birthday? What's his birthday? And so she's like, I don't know. I'll have to ask him. So she asked him, and her birthday is May 18th, which is my oldest daughter's birthday. And his birthday is November 18th. And so she was tripping out on the half birthday thing. And when I was first waking up to all this stuff, like when I first got triggered by this other person that I'm, you know, at some point going to intersect with in this life, and I don't know when or anything, but it like, I know that the whole thing is about my learning and lessons and stuff like that. So that's what I've had to focus on throughout, you know, the trigger time. Because a lot of people get triggered and they just go obsessed. And, you know, you can't do that. My guides told me you can't do that. That doesn't work. You have to focus on you and do, you know, heal and stuff like that. But at first when it happened, you know, I thought I was going crazy. And so I kept trying to be like, well, this can't be, like, what? And so I kept, you know, would look into things like, you know, and then I just kept being more and more confirmation and stuff where I was like, what the fuck? It was tripping me out. So I can see, but she keeps being like, this is all just by accident or something. This is all by design. And, But then I saw when their birthday was, which is the number that pops up all the time to me. Even my daughter's address is it, and is their birth date, and it is also the same numbers of the date I got triggered, and then but our birthdays are the north and south node, and their half birthdays, and that was like, whoa, that was tripped me out, on that thing because we were so across from each other like that. And then there was way more things because then I started seeing things like so many synchronistic things throughout our lives. I was like, the more I tried to talk myself out of it, the more that they kept showing me like, no, girl, get it together. And so it's like, sometimes that's why I said, sometimes they show you or tell you something. It's like, well, it's trippy. Like, you know, I don't know, because I feel like this time is the biggest trust fall that I've had to coordinate with the all knowers, the ones that speak to me, that tell me, that direct me and stuff. And so I mean, I've had lots of other things through my life, but this is definitely different. You know, this is definitely more challenging, you know, because also it's like your soul has this like draw. It's like this magnetic pulling. And then it's weird too, because it's like you start like, I don't know, it feels like you like merge with this other soul or something. Like sometimes I feel like, am I turning into this person? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this is so weird. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just going crazy. I have no idea. You know, the truth will set me free. We'll see. You know, I mean, we're all going to see our truth soon, and I'll know if I'm just losing it in madness of this crazy world. But you know, I mean, it's been pretty consistent for fucking years now. Like a fuck. It's almost to the 6-year anniversary. And these girls, like some of these girls, they get tripped and then they are triggered by this other soul. And then they think like, and they obsess about it. Like for a couple months, they'll think like, it should have already happened. It's like, no, this is not what it's about. It's about years. And it's about you focusing on you bringing yourself up to your best, to where you are, you know, the healed version of yourself, you know, the things that you needed to let go of to move forward. You know, just like that girl who is going through this breakup. I mean, it's so strange and it's so public. And maybe if I followed it closer, I would understand it more or something, because I don't know. It's like she keeps trying to be so seductive all the time, but then to say that that's not what I want, and like people, the things they want, they don't know how to go about getting them. So they choose to do dysfunctional, toxic behaviors because they don't know anything else. They don't know anything better to do. But the thing is especially after a breakup, you need time. Take it from a fucking relationship junkie. Take the time in between the relationships. Go heal yourself. There's a purpose to the relationship. It came in to teach you a lot of lessons. And then you got to go and unpack all of it. You don't just jump into the next one. You're just fucking adding in bags and shit. Now I get shit in boxes and stuff. You just add on more and more and more. And go into the next one and you don't heal that one. Another one steps right in to clean up that mess. Then you're just packing more bags. And you're not really developing yourself. It's important to unpack everything that you went through in the relationship, to, reevaluate who you were. Who were you then? Who are you becoming? Who were they? And let go of the relationship as the traumatic, the ending. Look at it as, one of your lesson plans along your route, and the opportunity and the significance in the being glad that you had the awareness to participate in it so that you could get the lessons. So many people, when relationships end, they get so distraught. I mean, I know of some that are ended right now and people are falling apart. And there's nothing you can do to pick somebody up. It's an internal thing. You have to find that strength inside yourself. You have to pick yourself up. And I've been, I don't find shame in, being so heartbroken. Look, I've been so heartbroken throughout my life in certain relationships that, it can get you to the point you just want to die. Your heart hurts so bad. Which also, I saw another part of that doctor talking, and he said that if their heart is beating and if their heart is beating and, what was the other thing? Oh yeah, if their heart is breathing, no, if their heart is beating and they're breathing, and I don't know, because you're supposed to let them breathe on their own. You're not supposed to put them on the thing, no matter what. That messes it up if they've got a brain injury. And a fucking lucky, goddamn. Fuck, they would have probably put me down there in the fucking ICU. Luckily, I fucking had to go through some of that shit myself. Because I remember when somebody is herniated on the floor. It wasn't my patient. It was when I was on the neuro floor. And she had a leak. And I don't know if it didn't get caught. I don't know if she sat up. I was sitting up the whole time. So, I mean, everything was wrong on mine. So I don't know what happened. And it became real hush-hush. It became, like, that's where I very first started seeing, like, okay, there's something shady about malpractice at the hospital. People go in and start filling shit out. And I didn't know it was going to affect me a few years later. But, yeah, I saw it. I saw a lot of shady shit in the hospitals. They're fucking shady as a motherfucker. They're not fucking savior places. And I just remember her going and being wheeled past me, and they said she was going down the ICU, and they didn't even know if she would make it. This was fucking serious. Like, she should have caught that and stuff. And then all of a sudden, when it's you, it's like, when you're on the other side of that, when you're the one on the stretcher. Yeah, it's very strange. That has been a part of my life, though, is seeing it from a lot of different perspectives. Always. I have the awareness of that from the time I was young. That's why I'm very careful over what I pull judgment towards. Because I always find myself on the other side of the experience. So I become very mindful over what I choose to focus on. So, anyways, let me think. Now I went off on my thing again. The people, souls. Oh yeah, and I just saw that too. I'm telling you, it's so crazy how they will show me something, I'll say something, and I'll be like, Ian, it is kind of like a confirmation over, like, yeah, see, you're hearing us, you're getting it, you know what we're saying. Because then I also saw another video, and I don't know if it was the same one with the quantum physics of the scientists talking about the multiple lives. It may have been that same video, but it said that the existence of God is the souls. The souls are the creators. The souls are the experiences that are going, just like what I was saying. They explained it just like what I was saying, how we are the movement. We are the water, the energy. We are the movement of the universe. We are what gives the universe life. We are what gives the universe intelligence. All of us together in these experiences. If you stepped back from the experiences, like, we're right inside of them and we're looking at the facets and stuff, all depending on the level of your own vision. But when you were stepped back from it, it would look like these fucking cool ass waves and shit, just of color and movement. That's what we are. We are this fucking color and movement moving, and it's all at this certain vibration. So you have all these color and movement going in it, and see, none of it's going wrong. How could any of it be wrong? It's all just based on your vibration. So then what you are vibrating with, what you are going with, Like, think of us like, there's got to be parts of you before where you were lost all of a sudden in the crowd, and you lost the concept of your body, and you were just your mind, and you were surrounded by other ones, and all of a sudden your body didn't matter. It is this state of consciousness of the group mind. That is like what we, and if you think about it, think about how these different things have happened through your life. Like, this can't just have happened to me. This has got to have happened to people. They just don't think of it. They just don't recognize it. Just like this girl. Like, fuck. If there was some guy fucking in grade school and we kept interacting, going like that, oh, we would have been talking about it. Like, I would have, I just can recognize stuff, soul stuff. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like I've said, I don't even know how to explain it, because I'm living differently than other people is all I know. Is when I hear other people saying things, it's like, and right now we're just at this time when everybody's just, putting it out there, and it's like, fuck, god damn, I've been living different. I lived so different through my life. So, and that, all I can do is, trying to help people know you can live different. you can improve. And that doesn't mean that all your problems go away. It's a different, to realize that you're a spiritual being is important, especially at this time when this world is blowing up and shit, to think that that's all you got. No wonder they're all so scared, biggest thing, our biggest problem is this lack of spiritual, the lack of spirituality in our world. Even when they try and feed the beast with religion is wrong, and it turns you in the wrong direction. It doesn't satisfy you. It feeds your ego. It feeds the side of you that could go out and do mean things to people, but Jesus has got my back. I'm good. It's all about thinking that you're better, that you got a free pass. And, and they come together in a group mind to formulate this free pass. And, and that's why they all, in all these groups, it's so fucking crazy too, because, like I can see the patterns and stuff, but it's the same fucking thing in all these different places. And it's the people, like, the same patterns in Hollywood. And then the people who are over here in the church will be fucking judging the people over here in Hollywood. They all have their own fucking thing, they're idol worshiping. And, in Hollywood, they're, they wanted acceptance. The core thing of them, is about acceptance, about, having somebody tell you having everybody tell you you're good at something. It's that, to feel good. That's what they're looking for, is this feeling good, connection, bringing something, being appreciated, and getting to, a lot of them are driven in that creative part of them, and they want to express it. They want to get out with a bunch of people and express this creativity inside of them, and get out the trunk and play costume. And but then the dark side of it is the money, the fame, what you will do for it, what you will give up for it. And then what was it yesterday? I was watching something, and it just, I don't know, it just hit me. And it was probably one of these fucking, I was watching this movie, the 70s movie. It always gets these fucking guys kissing these young girls. It's just really, and the kissing is so like, God, I'm glad they worked on that. At least kissing did improve, but it got a little too much. But still, God damn, they kissed weird in some of these old movies. But, I think it was in Hammer films or something. Maybe they're a little bit more, have like naked girls in them or something. Because like a lot of that stuff wasn't even a thing. Like it was, like girls wouldn't be in a house with a guy alone, and girls wouldn't, your reputation was always on the line. And it was always your fault. No matter what happened to you, it would have been your fault. You should have been taking better care of yourself. You wanted it, you slut. And so it was a very different energy than what they are pushing out now. And the so and when you think about some of these girls back in the 30s and 40s, like they were real bold, going back then and going on film and like their underwear and stuff like that. And so but through that thing, yeah, there's like so many of those girls that went in and, they had sex or did whatever they had to get the part. And then so then when they're out there in movies with these other girls, and they've all got the same kind of thing, like, well, I know what you did and you know what I did. So, we're all bonded on this corruption that we are all similarly doing to maintain this. And it's just this unspoken, hidden, eye contact situation or something. And then it's like the unspoken word. But it's like, I would think a lot of those people at churches, they probably do. Some of them probably do talk shit on other ones and like, oh, well, they try and act like they're so Christian. And it's all such a show too, because they all get out there and, they're doing all their good works and doing this and that. And there is some that genuinely want good, that really are spiritually motivated, not just like this, labeled into, a good person. Even this whole thing with the chosen, and then we got this other thing, God's chosen or whatever. And now I saw more footage about that Star of David thing that was, and it was over Israel, which is strange. But this one guy was saying that was the Merkaba that was over them, and then he was explaining about that. So I don't know. And who knows? Is this doctored footage? I don't know. I guess that a lot of people are really into, like, they know how to go and check this doctored footage. And you can tell if something, you put it into a filter or something, and you can tell if it was doctored, if it was, they did something, or if it was a AI created picture and all this stuff. There's a whole bunch of different shady shit that people are doing. So anyways, the thing about all those with the little babies that was going around where they were saying it was all this footage of it, which I'm not going to just jump on there because I know they're trying to traumatize us with propaganda. And, but that's what that was, because now people have put it in the thing and said it was all AI generated. The news is showing AI generated footage. And so people are, but see, that's where it had to go. Like, that's what I keep saying. It's got to get worse and worse and worse to get people to wake up. So, when things keep getting worse and worse, that's what we just got to keep on remembering. It's like, this is all about waking people up. This is all about the shit to get people's attention. And, it's fucking hard. It's really hard too. When your goddamn body hurts, you can't even lay down and you feel exhausted and tired. This is so draining. This whole energy. And it's very crazy too, like the sounds and stuff. And it's weird, like all of a sudden somebody's horn just goes off and it just keeps honking and honking and honking and super loud. And then it has like, I swear to God, I've heard so many weird things where it's like, is that a fucking weird animal? Is that something like starting, like weird shit? It's like, I think it's just all part of our just awakening into, we're in a realm, and whatever that realm is, what based on your own vision is what you can see in the realm. It's what you can understand. Is so many people are so limited. Their mind space is so limited, and they hold on to what they see and what they understand because it's their safety net. And you can see if you're trying to let go and you're trying to understand, and like, grown adults are woo-woo. It's like, it's so strange. And, but they probably are the same kind of adults who, they use their TT to go pee-pee. So, they're scared of some words. They're intimidated or something. But you got to get comfortable because you're a spiritual being having a spiritual experience. So you may want to go into it a little more. You may want to check into it. What's it all about? What am I doing here? What does it all mean? Because it's a way deeper meaning than what they've got you focused in on the game. You're in on the game, and you're just, it's like fucking Candyland too. Everybody's just trying to gather, I can't even believe the fucking videos now, or all these people preparing for Christmas. There's so much prepping for Halloween. It's like, fuck, I thought we were all on the same page. Like, we're letting go of the holidays, letting go of these birthdays and shit, letting go of all of this enigma, this bullshit thing that they had created for us, and to let go of it and to begin to become independent from those created traditions for consumerism to just get us to work all year for Christmas. Now they've got it to where people, they're working for the Christmas before, they're behind them. They're not even working for the one coming up. They're got that one and it's on cards. Now they're working to pay that one off, and they're still got to get ready for the next one. They got people twisted up, and people still out there like, well, got to get ready for Christmas. Why? We're turning our kids into a bunch of shallow consumers. They can't even fucking function. I mean, I was talking to my daughter yesterday for a long while, one of the daughters, and she was talking about that it's so strange, you go to the doctor's office and all these people all just have all their like little 2-year-olds just sitting there holding tablets everywhere. They're all just on devices. And she said, I don't get it. Like, what's the big deal if your kid gets up and walks around and touches things and stuff? And I said, that's what kids are supposed to be doing. Every time a kid goes into a new place, it's a new adventure. That's the spirit we need to be bringing out in them. Is like, oh my gosh, there's all this new world right here. What does it all mean? Where am I going? What does it all do? And go out and pursue and understand, what does this feel like? What does this smell like? What does this taste like? And that is, the consciousness adapting itself to understanding its environment. But see, what we're doing is we're corrupting that development, and we are sitting them in a chair and putting their minds into a screen right in front of them, which overstimulates this one part of their mind. Instead of allowing that part to develop and to create, then they overstimulate it. So then you take the device away and the mind starts hurting, like, oh my God, give it back, give it back, give it back. I need that stimulation. And they don't know how to give it to themselves. And so, fuck, like, I mean, there's so many people still doing it. They just go and sit a fucking, like, little tiny kids. And, no shame on them. I even told my daughter yesterday, I said, I feel very fortunate in the time I raised my kids. That wasn't, because I would have probably made the same mistake. I know I put I mean, Jesus Christ, when I had my last child, and the other one, she was a year and a half. And so she was like less than 2. And it was right when the mask came out. And we had gotten the mask. And I must have bought it because it was on all day, every day. She was so tiny. And she loved that movie. And she would toddle over there. As soon as it would end, she would pop it out. She would rewind it. She would put it back in the thing. She would sit down and she would watch it again. And she would always have she had a Miss Piggy doll and a Dorothy Gale doll. She always called Dorothy Gale because she really liked The Wizard of Oz. So she had her Dorothy Gale doll and her Miss Piggy, and then she would sit and watch The Mask all day. And as well, I'm trying to take care of this other new baby and trying to do all the stuff that I was trying to do. So I always let her, and I enjoyed it. It was like, it was wild. And but I mean, she did get OCD about the movies. She did get really consumed, like Friends, Grey's Anatomy, she had somewhere. So, I don't know if I created that. I don't know if that was just part of her personality and it was something that she came in to work on about her own, finding her own balance, finding, because we're all on our own things, and we come in to have the people trigger us into those things. So, I was always going to trigger her into what she needed to learn about or what she needed to grow through. But when, so I probably, if I was in this time, I would have probably been like, oh yeah, give them a tablet, let them play a game, let them learn something, and, I don't want to be embarrassed. They're going and touching everything in the doctor's office. But, now as the point I'm at in my life and seeing what's going on in the world and understanding about human development and stuff, you see, like, no, I mean, the doctor's offices, they should fucking have if we really wanted to do something good for kids, there should be a room that is just imagination room, that the kids can just go in and just lose themselves while they wait for their appointment, not sit there on a fucking, And now seeing these people get all so caught up in the sphere, it's like, motherfuckers, we're in the sphere. We're in a goddamn sphere. It's like no accident that that's coming into our reality right now. So let me think, because it seemed like that there was some other stuff I want to say. I just can't even believe when you just see this stuff. And it's like nothing is happening. Like fuck. But oh yeah, but there is some weird shit. So yesterday, my bank account went in the red. And so I went on and looked. It's like $12 overdrawn. And I was like, what the hell? My check goes in, supposedly. It will go in tomorrow. And, but it should have been fine. There shouldn't have been anything coming out, I thought. And so then I was like, okay, this is some bullshit. And, anyways, and I tried to talk to the bank. And then I think I'm getting too paranoid or something. I think it was my Prime thing. And I thought it was, some kind of scam, because there's some kind of scam where they take out 1628, and I keep having all these things 1628, but 1628 is also must be 13.99 or 14.99 or something with tax or something, because I had two of them right next to each other, and one was Spotify, which all this shit just keeps going up, and one said it was Prime, and so then I was like, this is not right. I said I was expecting the Spotify one, but this Prime one, but then she went and looked and it kept being on the same date. So something in me was not seeing it or whatever. So it's my own fault. But anyways, so I borrowed $20 from my daughter so I could put it in till tomorrow. And so she sent it to me by Apple Pay. And so I tried to put it in. And I assumed it went in, I didn't. And so then later I went on to check and it hadn't gone in. And I was like, well, what the fuck? So I went back on and I did it again. And then I saw it wouldn't go through. So I did it again and it wouldn't go through. So I called the bank and I said, what's going on? Because I thought maybe when I'd called earlier that they had marked my card or something. So I thought it was something like with my card and it wouldn't work. And so I called them and she said, no, there's no problem with your card. We don't see any problem with your card. It's fine. And we don't see anything even trying to come in. There's not even any attempts. And I attempted like 7 times. And then, so I sent that back to my daughter and she sent it on Venmo. So then I went to the Venmo and I tried on Venmo and Venmo did the same thing. It won't go in. So the bank is not taking. And even when I called her, I said, so can you put a note or something to hold this so it doesn't get a thing? Because you're not taking my deposit. And she goes, it doesn't even show it's even trying. I was like, fuck you, you fucking hoe. God, I'm so mean. See? Oh, God. We've all got these sides of ourselves. We got to face these sides of ourselves. But I didn't say that. And I don't even think I thought it, but I was getting very irritated. And so because I did say, oh, this is just more of the fucking corrupt. I don't think I said fucking. I said this is more of the bank. I probably said fucking. This is more of the fucking bank corruption. So whatever. I hung up on her. I was so fucking irritated because they won't take the Venmo one either. Won't let the deposit go in, and my bank isn't even in my city. I've got cash. I could go zip up there real quick and put it in, but no, it's where I used to live. It's not even one of those over here. So, now it's like, so I don't know. I gotta see, what's up. I asked my daughter, I said, try and send something to yours, but hers is working. So I'm gonna call them again today and see if it's something else. But, and maybe it's the banks crashing. I hope to God. I hope that's what it is something with the walls putting up or something. And so it's not letting those third party go in, but I don't know. I'm just probably something with my fucking card and we'll just go on for fucking months still waiting for something to change. So, but it's going to change. That's the thing. It's going to change. It's all going to go the other direction. It's just this bug. How far do we have to go in this one direction? It's like the locomotive is just like fucking going I feel like it's gone off the fucking cliff and it's kind of turning back now. So we have more than one car hanging off the cliff. That's what it feels like to me. It's like, God damn, this is crazy. It's crazy how, I mean, everything is so intense. And then you still have people that are just like going out, just going around, business as normal. Just go around, just like nothing's happening in the world. I just I don't know. It's just weird. It seems weird. Seems weird when people just act like that, like nothing's going on. It's like a disconnect or an ignoring or something. And I guess apparently there's some people on the internet who are just coming out and saying to ignore what's going on and to look away, kind of like the love and light people. Don't give your attention to something that bothers you. Don't look at it. And that's like a little bit of it, like, but it's like you got to see what's going on. You can't just be oblivious, pretend like nothing's going on. You got to see what's going on, but then you've got to find your own balance of what can you do, where do you draw your energy's line. What can you do? And the biggest thing I think that we can do is keep talking about it. And I guess apparently there's a bunch of videos going around with all these little kids, these little Palestinian kids that are begging people to talk about it. Please, please. And, and half the people are kids. I don't know if they've killed off most of the parents over there already or what the hell. And so they're, want us to know what's going on. They want us to talk about it. And so these people who just are like, just to ignore, pretend like nothing's going on, you're weird if you pay attention. It's like, no, you need to pay attention to reality, to what's going on. And your reality isn't the only reality happening here. There's a lot of realities happening. There's a lot of shit going on in the world. And then you have to find, like when you need to look away, when you need to self-care for you. Find the balance of what's going on in your world and what's going on in that world. Like there's a lot of things to put together. Looking away and shutting things out is stifling your growth. This shit is happening for your growth. It's not happening so you gotta box yourself in and hide yourself away. So same thing as the boy in the bubble, and he couldn't be around anybody, any germs. It's the same thing. You're stifling yourself emotionally. You keep yourself stagnant. You keep yourself immature because you're not maturing, because you don't go through anything. You don't look at anything. You don't let anybody push you. And so you stay small and young and immature. Like you need to be going through things, That is what shows you your strength. It shows you who you are. That's what your spiritual point of being, of existing, is to try and understand what you are. And so, confirmation. If you want to understand, that you need sterile existence because everything is too hard. It's, it pushes you, it makes you feel things and stuff. But, you need to get in touch with your feelings. Your feelings are your sensors. You don't want to turn your sensors off to life. You want to have your sensors going. It's a changing the philosophy of life. And it's beginning to understand that life has an importance, it has significance, it has meaning, that you have a purpose, that there's a reason that you are here. And nothing is by accident. And every person that you come in contact with, it has a significance. It has a purpose. Even, somebody you walked past in the store and held the door open. You still have some soul thing. Like there was an energetic thing that just went through. Like some soul was there to touch your soul as you went through there and you don't even realize it. And so there's so many, I just saw this guy and it brought this back up to me again, because that one day when I had found that the birds were going crazy and nobody's paying any attention. So I go out there and I see, all these birds going crazy, and I didn't know what was going on. And then I fucking see Bert, fucking asshole out there, climbing up there trying to eat all the birds. And the other day he was fucking chasing the squirrels. This guy is like relentless. He's a fucking predator, little black and white predator. And so and the little crow fell out and was laying on the thing, and the crow was getting so upset. And so I picked up the crow and I tried to save it, but I couldn't. And so I went back and I put him back out there, and I put a little jewel out there so he could see, that he didn't make it. And I felt so sad, and I was like, asking my guides, like, why, what's the point of that? And I saw a guy just go through this, is what made me bring it up again, was because they told me for just that brief moment, that brief second, that little baby crow got to feel all the love that I was immersing, my energy was immersing so much love to that little tiny thing, that's why it got so much love. It was like this, get born for a second and get a whole big charge of love. And, all these little babies that have come into, for just that quick second. But, I just think of the outpouring of love that goes with that. And so that's what it's about, is that outpouring of love. And that's how there's always that other side to everything. Everything has the other side. There's the good sides and the bad sides, but everything has another side. There's nothing that you could try and do and trick the universe and think, oh no, you've got it all, you're only seeing the one side. But, typically the side that you choose, you get to experience the other side so you can see. But you have to also kind of have that awareness of what you're seeing in the spiritual formatted world, of your understanding of, your existence on this earth plane. And so it's, but all that is shifting your consciousness. It's like a shift in how you approach life and what you look at, what you pay attention to. And when you move out of paying attention to the shallow and superficial, but see, that's all the part where it comes into the healing, because everything that you remove, then you have to question, why was that a part of me? Where did that come from? Why was I, being that way? Why was I so hateful, or why was I so judgmental? I think I am kind of, I know I'm impulsive. I'm very impulsive. But I'm also, and I know I'm here to work on my patience. But I keep trying to notice the things like that come up, like my irritations and my aggravations and shit, and see, what it is I'm supposed to be working on. Because, your soul doesn't want to be just all pissed off and judgmental and hateful. But this is bringing all that to the surface, all these frustrations. Like, I can't even believe it. To me, the energy is so fucking heavy right now. And it's just weird. Like, you do things and nothing works. Like, the other day, my oven won't heat up. My heater was blowing out cold air. Now it's been blowing out hot, but it was blowing out cold air. I tried to cook a chicken for Stella. My oven wouldn't heat up past, 100. It was like heating, like it was heating, but it would not go up. I turned it up to 400. I turned it up to broil. I tried everything, and it just wouldn't. I don't know what was going on. And then I tried to do some laundry. My dryer wouldn't heat up. So it wouldn't heat up. So then I'm like, okay, so is this like some electromagnetic thing? Because this was right after the solar eclipse. And the next day, and or the ring of fire thing. And so then I was like, so could this be electromagnetic? Because that is something about the pole shift is with that. Like, some of this footage is crazy. And you can see, like, there's the footage of something going through it. It's a portal. Even on all of these different footages, they kept seeing, it kept looking like you could see another thing behind the thing. So I don't know. All this stuff is I saw another one where it looked like a giantest thing in this tiny little ring in the middle. It's like just go look up all this solar or all of the eclipse pictures and stuff. It's crazy, some of these pictures and videos that people got. And so I don't know. At first I was thinking maybe it's something with that. Maybe they're doing something to my power. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, that smart meter thing. I didn't keep, I took that thing off. So I bet that that's a part of my punishment or something. Because then they can not give me enough power maybe to heat up the things at the 220s. But it will heat up to like the 110. Like, I don't know. Like, it's weird. So I don't know what's going on. And I haven't baked anything because I didn't bake yesterday and I didn't do laundry yesterday. So usually I only do laundry like once a week or something. I don't have like, when I take my clothes off, I just put them in the wash. The wash gets full. I start the wash. And I don't know. It seems like it's every 5 or 6 days. But I'll probably put something in the dryer just to check and see. But I was like, and my appliances are all new. Everything is new. So it's like, okay, this shouldn't be everything all of a sudden breaking at the same time. Even that fucking heater thing. So I don't know. That's why I'm saying everything is just really weird. It just keeps being so much weird shit. And then plus I fucking just keep seeing things. Even outside. It's like I see things like going through the trees real quick, and it's not just the squirrels and stuff. There's something else. There's like movement where it's like, oh my God, did I just see that? It's like there's so much, because back before when it was just, regular world, then, I would see things out of the corner of my eye and you turn and look all the time and it would be, then you'd know like there's something there. You just can't see it when you're looking straight on. And so it's a different vibration than you. So it's like a different energy. And so, and I would see those all the time. But now it's so fucking much. It's mental. Like, there's always fucking shit everywhere. It was just like, fuck. And I've seen crazy fucking videos that people are having of where, they all think their houses are being haunted. And, and I still don't know, what these are. It could be a relative. And who knows? I mean, some of these people could be going through elaborate schemes to make some of these videos, these paranormal videos. But if they're real, which they seem like they're real, like, fuck, I would be a lot of elaborate shit to try and make some of these. What would be the point? To get a viral video? Come on. So I don't know. But I mean, this one was so trippy. Because this guy, he seems like was kind of freaked out, but he's kind of come to terms with his ghost. He's always talking to him and telling him to stop it and stuff. But you can see the shadow. You see the shadow running around the house. I don't know if it's a kid or what. But it's always doing weird things with doors, opening and closing doors. I think it's, there's this one of the houses, the guy's knives have shot up out of the knife holder. That's what I'm saying. Like, some of these schemes would be so elaborate. So he's got knives, in your knife holder, it's just a slit and the knife's in there and the knife goes flying out. And then, he was showing, and then another one goes flying out while he was showing. And then there's a lot of other videos where, you'll see stuff and it's like, so you just happen to have your video camera. And so then it's like, okay, this has got to be set up. So it's like you got to use your own discernment, your own, of what you believe and what you don't believe. I know ghosts are real. I know that's all real. I know that all that stuff is real. And if somebody's trying to pretend, at least they're pretending an accurate thing because that stuff is real. And this one, seems to really mess with him. This other one too, at this other house with this guy, and you can see his because he's working in his camera is facing this way, but I don't know why he has his camera on showing the house. But I don't know. I don't know whatever it does, but and then you see the stuff all going on behind him. The doors opening and the fridge opening, and he gets freaked out and jumps up. And he's talking to his kid, like he's working on his thing, talking to his kid, and then he starts seeing the shit opening. He jumps up, but he is also another one that has a lot of videos of ghost activity at his house. And this other guy, his was the first ones I'd ever seen, but there's so many. There's so many there's so many different footages of people catching all sorts of shit. There's footage of like this sea monster, this mermaid. One thing too is like, I know I had heard Corey Good say it, but the secret space program people, I think on Cosmic Disclosure or whatever, but the aquatic beings aren't fucking nice. They aren't all mermaid and beautiful and coming up and singing to you and shit. No, this is our place. This is our land. Get the fuck out. If you come through in your ships, we're going to come up on your ships and eat you all. They are vicious. They are not, and they do not want to be fucked around with. Corey Good, he said that it was one of the most uncomfortable things was to be around one of them. He said it's very, very intense. And even when they come into a meeting, he said they have to come in like they're in like a bowl of water or something. He said it came in and it was like in this cube or something. I can't remember, but it was in the water thing. And he said that because the reason that Corey was used is for the psychic thing. That's why I know that I would have gotten used back then. But, luckily my guys were protecting me and keeping me from that situation and told me not to fill out the dots. Where they told me to they just told me just randomly fill out the dots. Don't do the test. And so anyways, but that's how they caught him. And so but he said that he could just feel like they're just like this angry kind of, like they don't like humans. We are like way over our territory. And that's what the whole fucking thing keeps coming up is about this. Like they're constantly going in and taking the land. This is the whole thing. All throughout the whole fucking world has all been about taking the land, and then contain and control. And so, there is a certain energy that some of these humans, but I don't think it's the animal human ones. I mean, I think that a lot of people have gotten caught up in some stuff, but the people who are natural to this world, that had their DNA interfered with, that they are still natural to this world, that they are what is it, like animals are connected, like they have a different connection to this world. And then there's these other ones. That's where I think that some of these other people, that they're like, I don't know, hybrid people or something, and they think that they're better than the other people. And then but they are, it's like a takeover. It's like a takeover from the inside. It's like a less violent takeover. But that's what we've been in, is this takeover. But it's like coming from the inside. Where for how long they would battle on the outside, they would battle on the ground and bloodshed and stuff. So there was so much battles over all of the land and whatnot. And so then in this, they still do the battles out there, but they do it to the people who don't have weapons, then go up, these little fucking Filipino islanders, and they always do it to all these fucking tribes, all these villages and these people, they've been there for a long time, and the people always be pushed back. They don't have soldiers and armies, and they're and they do it in shady ways. I think they do it in all different ways. Some of them, they get them, what they did in Hawaii seems to be something that they do a lot. But they act like they're going to do something to help them, but then they always, it's the other side is the focus. This side is the pretend part. The other side is what they're really trying to do, and take the land, take control, and take away your rights. So, and that's what they just keep doing, and then they just kill the people. They don't give a fuck. They see them as animals. And I don't know how this is all gonna come out, like how we're all gonna find out everything. As it is, like, there's hybrids, there's these people from other places. There's people from other places that don't care. They, they just want to enjoy, like Bigfoot, he's not involved. He just wants to come and enjoy the land. Like, there's other beings out there that aren't involved. But then there's the ones that are involved. And so we've got so much going on, because we have people who are aware that their souls are from other places, the star seeds, light workers and stuff. So they have an awareness of their soul and their purpose. And you have these hybrid people. You have these alien people. You have aliens that are just, trying to mind their business. You got the natural born people. You got the lab created people. Like, we got a lot of stuff going on here. But, you got to remember, it's all about your experience and your role, your lessons in the role you're playing. When you decide, what is your role? What is your role? If you are been playing the bad guy to somebody, you can change it. You can become more aware. You can become more mindful. You can start seeing things from their perspective. It's all about you opening your mind and opening your abilities and opening up how you approach things, and not being so guarded, not being so hidden. Put yourself out there, and start learning from the people around you. Start growing. Talk to people that you don't agree with, and don't talk to them to argue with them. Talk to them to listen, to hear their perspective, to understand where they're coming from, why they think the way they think. And then don't judge it. Just put it in your pocket. It's part of your resources. It's a part of your understanding. It was very much, because I was a progressive liberal for my whole fucking life. I was a Democrat. And then when shit started going down and I started seeing and I started speaking up, then I was constantly accused of being a Fox watching Republican, conservative, church-going Christian. Like, I'm not any of those things. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then people will tell you you're a liar, because you've got to be the liar. It's not them. They know you for sure. They got your number. It's like, no, you don't. You don't know me for shit. And I would keep pointing that out. And then, and then during all those lives, it was all conservative people. Even when I went in and listened to spiritual people, they were all, oh, get these on, make sure you got this, and all that stuff. And I kept being like, okay, this is fucking weird. That's when I started seeing, like, okay, these spiritual people aren't really connected to their spirit. Like, what the fuck's going on here? And but the conservative people, when I was going in, it was fun to go on to all those lives and listen. But it was really opening my mind to what it was what they were saying. Where their rights were being stomped on. That's where I started seeing, like, oh my God, they've been taking these people's rights, and these people have been screaming out, and we've all been like, well, you don't need that. Well, you shouldn't have that gun anyways. And it's like, oh my gosh. So, your mind is constantly opening. And then and that's when I started seeing, people attacking the Republicans or conservatives or something online, and I would jump in, and I, like, fuck that. No, we're not going to do that. These people have genuine concerns. These people have genuine complaints. These people their rights are genuinely being stomped on, and we have to all come together. So, but it was crazy. That was for years of being attacked about that. Being called conservative. I'm sure I could say one thing and I'd still be told I watch Fox News every day and I go to church all the time. It's like, fuck, you guys just, and that is where you see the script. You see, they're all on a narrative. They're all just, they're programmed. You say this word, then this is the line that comes out. You say this word, oh, this is the line that comes out. It's just like they're not firing on all cylinders. They're not thinking for themselves. They're just programmed to automatic response. And so, they've got to break their programming. But, it's important to go and talk to people that you don't agree with, but not argue, not listen with open heart, open ears. What is their experience? What are they going through? What drives them? Why do they think the way they think? And, the more that you open yourself up to understanding people and what motivates them, the less you'll feel motivated to divide and to judge. The more you are like, and even, when I find myself judging somebody else of like, oh my God, why would they do that? That's so stupid. Then, it's me that needs to work on. It's like, oh my God, Kelly, give it a rest. What are you out there just judging like you've got room to judge everybody? Like, and don't be hard on yourself. Don't go like, oh my God, I'm so judgmental. I'm the worst person in the world. I can't believe it. No, you're just a person. You're just a person like everybody else. We're all here trying to learn. And if you're going to be hard on yourself, then that's the energy you're putting out. And you're going to be gentle with yourself, gentle with the others, like laugh off some shit. We're in a goddamn game. Don't take it so fucking serious. Like, relax a little bit. And take your relationships and the people that come towards you, instead of getting angry and upset, open your mind, open your heart. What is being said to you? And if you don't even understand it, just allow it to come in and process. Sleep on it. Sometimes a lot of things about sleeping on it, there's a purpose, because your dreams come in and clarify. The dreams can use, and don't forget that all of your different, all your gathering of reference material is so they have like the photo book they can show you, because then you have an understanding of this, you have an understanding of that, this, and this. Then they can show you things, and you're like, oh, okay, I get it now, because it makes sense. So you need your reference materials. You need to, open your mind in this world and have ways that they can communicate with you. And then you got to open yourself up to the communication. You got to open yourself up to your spirit. You got to quit thinking shit is woo-woo. That's so childish. It's like, you can't even come up with a fucking whole word for it. Like, mystical, supernatural, because that's the real world. So, use the big girl words. And start facing what this world really is. Supernatural. It's a mystical place. You're a mystical being. You're eternal. You're making this shit up. So, just get with it and start understanding. Start really getting into that side, pulling away from that concept of putting on your tie and jacket and getting your little box and going to work and being this perfect little sim created being that they're like trying to create us all into these little fucking. And this was another thing too in the conversation with my daughter, because she's going through something, because that too, so you always get the other perspective, something that she went through in school. Now she's got a kid that's going through it, and so she has a perspective of what to do, because what she wishes would have been done with her. And but she's talking about, there's a certain point, because she was, my battle with the school back then is she had to be on medication to be in the school. And then there was a lot of humiliation and a lot of kids on the medication and stuff. And this is when it was first starting. And so now it's like gone way more. But when it was first starting, she couldn't go to school. She didn't take her medicine and whatnot. And so, and it was a hugest battle. Like, oh my God. Her real dad was going to murder us over. Like, he was calling, threatening the doctor every day. The doctor stopped seeing us because he wouldn't stop threatening the doctor. He would call 3 or 4 times a day, threatening to murder all the doctors. And it was crazy, this period of time. Like, I've had so many crazy things. And so she was saying, though, that they, at some point when she was like, it's still in grade school, they were just like, well, you're not going to go anywhere in life. You're never going to go to college. You're never going to do this. You're never going to do that. So they just start telling you that from the go. And that is what I said. I've said this before. There is a fucking siphoning system. They set people up. They need some drug addicts. They need some thieves. They need some pregnant girls. They need all of these things. They need all these roles filled because it's a part of their game. They've got the pieces. They need them. They need the players. So they go into the school and start directing people into places. That's fucking done. That's what they do. And I've been saying it. I said it a long while ago. And I think she just made my point. And that is one thing, too, that they're constantly show me things, make me understand things, let me see things. And then I always get some kind of confirmation. It's crazy. Sometimes it'll be fucking pictures that are almost identical to the ones they showed me in my head. I'm telling you, this stuff is real. The more that you practice it, the more you work on your connection, your understanding, the more you'll see that this is real. This is what real life is all about. This is what you're really doing here. This is your real existence. The other thing, that's all a game. It's all pretend. It's all like them. You know, they get you in the game. They start, oh, we want that one is that piece. That one is that piece. Go with that one over there. Ooh, that's going to be good there. And that's what they do the whole way. That's what the fucking military get, the ones that are a certain personality. They're the fucking espionage, mercenary people for these pharmaceutical company, the scientists and shit. And we got these ones, all these ones, they're power hungry. They'll fucking smash a face of a neighbor over, you know, I mean, fuck, there's a lot of cops that beat their own wives and shit. And they're out there supposedly protecting us. Like, fuck off. So, anyways, you know, it's all a game. It's all a siphoning. But the more that you pull free from the game and understand what you are at your core, who you really are, what this is all about, the more peace I think that you can find in your life, because it certainly seems like there's a lot of dissatisfaction and fear and sadness in this world, and it doesn't have to be that way. There's nothing to fear. There's nothing to be scared of, and everything is temporary. Everything is in movement, and you're directing the movement. So, anyways, hopefully I'm saying something that is helpful to get people to understand. Sometimes I feel like I'm on a soapbox or something, trying to get people to understand what they are. It's like it shouldn't be that hard to understand, but I don't know how they got everybody so disconnected, like from themselves, and so caught up in this world. And I don't know, it's weird just seeing all these people just going out and just like going about, just living, just like how is this satisfying you? What is good about this? Like, what are you getting from this? Like, if we want change, but you know, I mean, it's like they don't want change yet. Something has to happen worse to push them into wanting change. And we've all got to sit and brace for impact. It's like, fuck, dude. If we'd all just be on the same page, but, you know, that's the thing. We're all different perspectives. We're all different souls. And there's a lot of stories that we're not even going to know until we get out past this. Because don't forget, we got a lot of stories ahead, a lot of experiences, a lot of what people went through, a lot of testimonials. So we have a lot still. There's so much ahead of us and so much that we don't know and we don't understand. But this is making, you know, it's impacting people and waking them up. But, I mean, for all these people who are just still going about their business just like nothing's going on here, look the other way if it bothers you. We still got to, you know, go through what's going to impact them. And, you know, it's crazy because, you know, I started seeing it in 2020 when I started seeing like, okay, this is about to go silly. They're going to go so absurd. They're going to keep getting stupider and stupider because that's what gets people to be like, what? But the people just keep buying into it. It's like, fuck. I am seeing a lot more people, though, see now, like, there's a lot of people who think they're awake that are not awake. Like, so this grand awakening thing is going to be big, energetically. It's going to be, you know, and I don't know what it's going to feel like. I mean, I don't know if all these aches and pains in my body is just the feeling of it all turning now. Like, the energy is so intense. I'm going to try the magnesium and see, because of them, the way they were showing me about that it's robbing some of the stuff that we're taking or drinking or is robbing us of other minerals or making it to where it blocks minerals or certain things. And I just feel like that something with magnesium helps with pain or something, because I've heard it a lot with headaches and stuff. So I'm going to get some of that, but probably, maybe I will run to the store today and get some and try it, but it would still take a few days to work. But maybe I will do that and see. But anyways, I'm going to try that and see. And I'm going to keep doing the, putting on the healing tone and then laying in a meditation and just focusing on. And all I was doing was going through my body and like scanning. Like I started at the top of my head, and it was weird. It was trippy because I could feel this warmth going. I could feel like an energy, like a scan or something going over me. It was really trippy. But then I would start talking to them, and I would get off of my focus. That's my, and then I would start focusing again. I would get about here, and then I'd start talking to them again, and I'd be like, oh, okay, wait, I'm got focus, So, but there's always talking. It's easy to get lost in a conversation out there in the great unknown, because there is always communication. And I mean, and think about, like, if you've got just shit going on in your head all the fucking time, probably you've got a lot of communication, and you just got to find order. You got to start going through it. You got to start listening. You got to start paying attention to all of the different voices and what you hear in your head, all that, because you'll pick up, you'll be able to tell it's different energies. Like, even if it's just one word, and then a word comes over here, and then you hear something back here, and then all of a sudden you see a picture. You'll see these are all different energies. This isn't just one person sitting there talking to you. You've got fucking a shit ton. And the more you listen, the more you're going to see, the more they want to be heard, the more that are out there trying to talk to you, the more that are trying to spread messages. And there's so many that, you just ask a question and they're happy to tell you. You try and figure out how to do something, and you ask, like, well, how would I do this? They're constantly telling me shit like that. Like, oh my God, I would have never even thought of that. They give me so many things that are, I swear to God, I do feel like sometimes like I could seem like some sort of engineer or something, like, but it's not me and my brain. It's, just opening myself up to listen to the energies out there that know this shit, that can tell you. And you've got all these resources. That's why they want you to go to their Google. They want you to go to their resources, Snopes and all that shit. But no, you have your own. You have your own. Everything is around you. You have your own information. And even though, like, if I watched a video, to fix a lawnmower, but still, they will tell me things while, they're always telling you things. You just got to pay attention and start realizing it's not your brain that's telling you things. There's beings around you that are talking to you all the time. They're always telling you things. But if you're very focused on what's going on in the world, then you're not as focused. Like, you can't focus on a million things at once, even though there's a lot of us who have a huge focus, that whatever attention deficit diagnoses, neurodivergent diagnosis, whatever, all that stuff. Some of us can see so much bigger and can see multiple things at once, can see the patterns behind things that are going on and stuff, which I think everybody's got a lot more capabilities and stuff. I think it's just the more and more you pull free from what your focus is on and open your focus up to availability mode, then the more that you will start to see and understand. I think you'll find yourself being shocked. But you got to open yourself up. You got to open your mind. You got to stop trying to hold on to things tight and keep things the way you think that they need to be, and start allowing things to show themselves, allowing things to be present, allowing your life to unravel so you can see what it's all about. So anyways, now we'll see how this day goes. I'm got fucking the bank to mess with. I still don't know about my fucking oven and the dryer or any of this stuff. I just hope this shit just starts fucking going. I hope that this is signs that the banks are going down. Hopefully the big thing is going to be just all these people just obliviously going around trying to just live their lives, and then they're going to go down to the bank and they can't get any money out. and all the banks close down, and that's going to be the big thing that wakes them up. I don't know. Look, I'm just, I feel exhausted. Like I just feel mentally drained by all of this stuff. And it isn't even just the stuff that you go and look at. It's just the overall energy. There's like an overall energy on the planet that is so fucking draining. It's just like sucking the life out of us, or out of me. And I just feel like that it's like a squeezing a lemon or something, and then pulling back, and then but it's this, when the energy shoots, that's why I feel like it's gonna feel like so good. It's gonna feel like, oh, just open up to that fucking wind and flying through with when the energy switches, is going to be like really propelling, I think, for some of us, to propel us into a different type of reality where it's like sucking us out of this one or something, because it's like we're sucking ourselves out of it, because we're seeing, we're noticing, we're realizing. And how can you participate in something that you know isn't real? So it's like you're sucking out of it, but then when it switches and it goes back, it's going to go and then it's all these people who have been in that one, they're going to suck back and become very uncomfortable. And we're going to be like going forward. So that is like, oh, I just yearn for that, that turn to go the other direction for my own self. But then it is scary, and it's scary to sit there and keep worrying about wanting that energy to change when it's like, fuck, is it going to take out half the goddamn people when it does? Like, fuck, I don't know. You know, I don't know. I know there's going to be, but when it's all said and done, there's going to be a lot less people. That's for sure. But we're having so many huge amounts of people going all the time. And then in the videos of the people on the streets like that, it just get worse and worse. There's people like in Philly and the inner cities, the people on drugs, you know, that have just turned into like these zombies. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. And I think something's going to happen that is going to wipe out a lot of those kinds of people, like that energy, you know. I don't know. I've already heard there's a beekeeper, big beekeeper, who talks online or something, and he said that they're expect a really bad winter, like worse than what we were thinking. He said the bees are doing some things that show that it's going to be a bad winter. That they kicked their drones out 7 weeks early, that they moved all of their surplus honey up into the queen's domain. And he said usually that they put it in all different chambers so that they have different chambers to go to eat through the winter. He said for them to move it into the queen's in the very middle of the thing shows that they are going to be in for the winter. They're going in the middle of their thing and not coming out. They're not going to any other chambers or anything. He said that was a sign of it's going to be a bad winter. So, look, and it is, I mean, they started our winter here fucking September. So, and it's like, I get some more wood brought in. But, you know, the things to be expecting is, you know, power outages, cold and stuff. So if they're going to bring in another super freezing cold front that is going to take out a lot of people, like the homeless people, I'm still shocked how many are still making it. But they've got places so overcrowded now. Like there's so many, they're housing migrants and they're putting the citizens out in the streets, you know, because they got to create tension. And so, but when the weather gets cold, that's the thing, is that people have got to see, but you know, they don't believe in themselves enough. But people have got to just start breaking into abandoned homes and buildings and stuff and just start, you know, squatting. You guys just start squatting. Squatters have rights. And then they don't even give you your squatters' rights. They fucking just tell you to just be out on the street. And all these people are depressed and on drugs. And then they bring in these drugs that fucking goddamn eat their fucking minds up or something. That blocks out their consciousness. It's like they're lost in there. Fuck, man. And then they go and take them in to the goddamn hospital and take out their organs while they're alive. And And that guy said that they will even take fucking organs from AIDS people. He said they'll go to another AIDS person, but they will. But I mean, right now there's a lot of weird shit going on. All this weird medical stuff. Just, you know, if you're still caught up in the medical, just buckle up, because you're gonna be in for some fucking ride, and it's all gonna be being exposed. And this is dangerous. It's fucking dangerous. Like, I'm not shocked at all for that woman to say these people are going in and they don't have anything that should have them stay in the hospital, and they're never coming out. Because it's on purpose. Fuck. Fucking, I saw them killing people fucking all 2020, all 2021. Like, fuck. This is, but, see, you gotta keep yourself sane. Because you can get so eaten up, like frustrated by everyone's ignorance and everyone's trust of trusting these people, and the fucking egos on some of these fucking doctors and shit. Some of these doctors, like, you fucking know what you're doing. Like, don't fucking fuck around. There's enough doctors who have realized and have pulled free. So you sit there and pretend like you don't know what the fuck's going on. Then did you even graduate? Did you finish school? Does your brain work? Like, fuck. Anyways, just whatever, you know, we just got to keep riding it out. And just know, no matter how long this fucking ride is, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. We will get to a better place. You know, it truly is, you know, their world that is ending. And the people who think that that's all there is that world, you know, who have surrendered to that world, is go down with the ship. That's, you know, you got to let go of that world. It's artificial. It's not real. And it's disgusting. Why do you want to hold on to it? It's gross. So anyways, I will talk to you later. Bye.